Welcome to Lit with Ernest, the show where we cut through the noise and get to the heart of great literature. Today, we're diving into Mary Shelley's iconic novel, Frankenstein. Published in 1818, this book has been a cornerstone of the literary canon for centuries, and its influence can still be felt in popular culture today. Frankenstein is significant, not just because it's a classic tale of horror, but also because it raises fundamental questions about human nature, morality, and the consequences of playing God. The novel's historical context is equally fascinating. Shelley wrote Frankenstein during a time of great scientific and philosophical change, when the Enlightenment's emphasis on reason and progress was giving way to more romantic and introspective concerns. The Industrial Revolution was transforming the world, and people were beginning to wonder about the limits of human knowledge and the dangers of unchecked ambition. In terms of literary background, Frankenstein relates to several major traditions, including Gothic fiction, Romanticism, and the emerging genre of science fiction. Authors like John Milton, with his epic poem Paradise Lost, and Jean-Jacques Rousseau, with his philosophical treatises on human nature, influenced Shelley's work. The novel's critical reception has evolved over time, from initial reviews that praised its originality and imagination to more modern interpretations that emphasize its feminist, post-colonial, and queer themes. One of the most significant themes in Frankenstein is the dangers of unchecked power and ambition. Victor Frankenstein's creation is often seen as a symbol of his own ego and hubris, but it's also a reflection of his deep-seated fears and insecurities. The creature itself is a complex and multifaceted being, capable of both great beauty and great ugliness. Through their intertwined stories, Shelley raises important questions about what it means to be human and whether we can ever truly create something that's greater than the sum of its parts. For example, when the creature first comes to life, Victor Frankenstein is horrified by its appearance and rejects it. This rejection has profound consequences for both characters, leading to a downward spiral of violence, revenge, and tragedy. The creature's famous speech, in which it demands to know why its creator abandoned it, is a powerful exploration of loneliness, rejection, and the human need for connection and understanding. Another key aspect of Frankenstein is its use of literary devices like symbolism, imagery, and foreshadowing. The novel is full of vivid descriptions of nature, from the Swiss Alps to the Arctic wilderness, which serve as a backdrop for the character's inner struggles and conflicts. The creature itself is a symbol of the other, a being that's both familiar and strange, human and non-human. Shelley's use of foreshadowing is equally effective, hinting at the disastrous consequences of Victor Frankenstein's actions long before they occur. Frankenstein's influence can be seen in countless other works of literature and popular culture, from Bram Stoker's Dracula to modern sci-fi and horror movies. For instance, films like Blade Runner and Ex Machina explore similar questions about what it means to be human and whether we can ever truly create something that's greater than ourselves. In addition to its literary significance, Frankenstein has had a profound impact on popular culture. The novel's characters, themes, and imagery have been adapted and reinterpreted in countless ways, from stage plays to film adaptations, comic books to video games. The creature itself has become an iconic symbol of horror and the supernatural, representing both our deepest fears and our darkest aspirations. Through its exploration of human nature, morality, and the consequences of playing God, Mary Shelley's masterpiece raises important questions about what it means to be alive and whether we can ever truly create something that's greater than ourselves. As a cultural touchstone, Frankenstein remains a powerful symbol of our deepest fears and anxieties, as well as our capacity for compassion, empathy, and understanding. Its themes of creation, responsibility, and the dangers of unchecked power are just as relevant today as they were when the novel was first published. That's all for today's Lit with Ernest. Like this episode if it hit true. Share it if you respect honest talk about books. Subscribe, because we'll do this again. This is Ernest, signing off.